Welcome back to Digimon World Dawn. In the previous episode, I helped some Digimon from Sunshine City by fulfilling their requests. After doing 4 such quests, I accepted the Union's job to explore the newly reconnected Limit Valley for any irregularities. Deep into the valley was the strange entity that attacked the city, who reveals itself as Grimmon. His plan of sending waves of Digimon against me was foiled by Gao and Lila, which allowed me to deal with him directly. Though as he runs away after defeat, he reveals that the Union will fall to one of our own. Contact with Darkmoon City still hasn't been re-established. I must take care and continue my efforts in helping Digimon, so let's get to it. I start by accepting the holy quest, Dorugamon the Digger, from Renamon at Shine Plaza. She warns that the digging of the Dorugamon at Login Mountain could cause a collapse, so I must stop them. I actually start at a different entrance, this one being from the westmost area. I go all the way to the dark area, then go south, finding the first Dorugamon, who refuses to stop digging, so I must knock some sense into it. This is actually pretty tough, even more so than Grimmon, believe it or not. I even bought some species-specific equipment for my mons, and yet I'm only saved by item spam. One Dorugamon is dealt with, so I go south to find the second one. He's more of the same, so another tough battle saved by item spam. Good thing healing items are so cheap, otherwise it wouldn't even be worth the quest payment. With the second Dorugamon dealt with, I go back north, then east through the plateau, where the third Dorugamon is. Stubborn just like the others, but I defeat him anyway. I digivolve Ajax to Graalmon, then return to the city to report my success to Renamon, and collect my reward, which includes a Poison Core Alpha. Not only that, wild Dorugamon are now available at Login Mountain. He can easily reach Dorugoramon. I buy a terrain board for Laconia Island. Farm islands require these boards to specialize their experience gains. This Magma Castle boosts Dragon and Holy experience the most. BGM boards can also boost the experience by way of boosting growth for specific species. For example, the bird theme will boost the growth of bird species the most. Also, natural food growth is gone, so food farm goods are mandatory. Overgrowth penalties will be applied, although if the amount of food is high enough, it will result in a growth boost, though this is dependent on both the number of Digimon on the farm and their generational levels. I accept the bird quest, find the pink lipstick, from a Biomon at Shine Square. She dropped her lipstick in Chip Forest, smack dab in the middle of Flymon territory, so I have to retrieve it. As I start at the eastmost area, I follow the path to the west until I can reach the northern dark area. It's here that I find a Flymon. He is angry that I've trespassed into his territory, so he attacks me, starting with a shower of poison powder, so that's something I have to deal with the whole fight, which is long as usual. After Flymon's defeat, he gives the pink lipstick, in hopes that I leave, so I deliver it to Biomon, then collect my reward, which includes a Sleep Core Alpha, an accessory that helps protect against sleeping. Also, wild Flymon will start showing up in Chip Forest. They will have difficulty evolving into Dino Beamon. Ogremon also starts showing up, though he is one aptitude away from reaching Wergarurmon Black. I accept the Union quest Sortie to Loop Swamp. Chief Claire gives me the task to go to Loop Swamp to investigate signs of the virus that attacked the city. Litten and Anubismon don't think I'm up to it, but Alphanimon trusts me, also warning me of the whirlpools I can travel through. I digivolve Menelaus to Angemon, then go to Limit Valley to look for any missing items. After arriving at the boss area, I go further northwest, finding a chest with a DGR 150D. Going south reveals a new exit, but not much else. I make my way to Loop Swamp, which features new wild Digimon that include Toyomon, who doesn't have an easy path to Mega at first, even needing extra aptitude for something other than Kamemon. Otamamon can't reach Mega without DNA Digivolution. Also, Numemon must be unlocked first before Geremon becomes available. Kamemon can't reach Mega on first try, though a pivot to Gomamon could be an alternative. Numemon has no evolutions at all, though he does have multiple DNA choices. Gekomon is also available. Not much else to say that I haven't in regards to Otamamon though. Yanmanmon is another champion with other evolutions, though the tree he belongs to will have difficulties reaching Mega. Shellmon also can evolve, so DNA for pivoting through Shakomon to another line will be necessary. Weedmon can reach Ultimate, but regardless of evolution choices, DNA is necessary for Mega access. Kogamon is yet another final champion. He has some good variety of DNA Digivolutions at least. Meanwhile, Sidramon has a clear path for Mega in Metal Sidramon. Right by the entrance is a chest that has a bronze plate. I then go west, going through a whirlpool after a plateau, at the other side of which is a chest that has a full DGR-S. The whirlpool here takes me back to the entrance. I digivolve Odysseus to Sidramon, then ignore the western whirlpool, and continue along the path. Finding a chest that contains a speed ring alpha, I digivolve Menespheus to Pacmon, then take the whirlpool. In this new area, I take the south whirlpool, then go north, opening a chest that contains a Digi-Reviver S. It can revive Digimon, obviously. I go back south to take the whirlpool, finding a chest that has a gate disc, and yet another whirlpool. I go southwest, then through another whirlpool, opening a chest that contains a multi-recover S. It removes any and all status effects. It is here that I find a rather suspicious Digimon. A Waru Sidramon confuses me with some client of his. He seems to deal in malware, as his D-word is capable of destroying server archives. However, my cover, if you can even call that, is blown pretty much immediately, leading to a fight. Unfortunately for me, my damage output is pretty small. Fortunately for me, his damage output is low enough that I can cover with healing item spam. It helps that my own Sidramon resists water moves. After this war of attrition, he realizes I'm from the Union, and gives me the D-word before escaping. It has the capability of restoring the access zone. Before leaving though, I go through a whirlpool, opening a chest that has a bronze blade. I report to Chief Blair. The researchers managed to use the D-word to repair the access zone and Shine West area. I collect my reward, which includes a Nova's blade. Rather weak for this point of the game, no? Anyway, I take this opportunity to check the new Shine area. The Digimon of this desert give me hints. The Digimon here corresponds to the first wave of Farm Quest Digimon, which include Vidramon, Tapermon, Octomon, and Pacmon. The shops here have better inventory as well. I decide to try out the Dragon Farm Quest. For such, I need a cool Vidramon. I digiconvert the Vmon, digivolve Achilles to Firemon, then Vmon to Vidramon. I then take on the Dragon Farm Quest, interesting Digicomic. Vidramon in my farm wants me to retrieve the Digicomic 2 from a Cubimon at Limit Valley. I started a rather isolated area, so I must jump down from some cliffs to progress east. In this next area, I take the northeastmost path, fighting Cubimon. She thinks I'm here to take Digicomic 1 away, and fights me for it. While another long fight, the grinding I did to evolve into Vidramon has greatly strengthened my main party members, so it doesn't take as much time. After clearing the misunderstanding, Cubimon says that the Digicomic 2 is further ahead. I find it in the next area. I return home to deliver it and collect the reward, which includes a Numcore Alpha, which helps protect against paralysis. Cubimon now also starts showing up in Limit Valley as a wild Digimon. Anything I said about Renamon applies here. I need a Prissy Octomon for my next quest, so I digiconvert a Betamon that I then digivolve to Octomon. Afterwards, I digiconvert a Coromon that I named Patroclus. Actually, I had to drop another S. I then take on the Aquan Farm quest, Water Goggles. Octomon in my farm wants the water goggles for better water vision. They should be in Thriller Ruins. As I enter them, I realize I'm completely surrounded by barriers. There is a Shurimon here though. According to him, the water goggles are in Pokemon territory. Surely he must be mistaken. I go to the next area, finding Pokemon. He is rather angry at the misspelling of his name, so he starts a fight. Once again, a somewhat long but easily manageable fight. I now have 2 grind sessions on top of me, so I'm not breaking a sweat at this point. After defeating him, he gives me the water goggles, which I deliver to Octomon. I then collect my reward, which includes a gate disc. Pokemon also start showing up at the Thriller Ruins. They are unfortunately incapable of digivolving to Phantomon at first. Well, not without some scan data investment at least. I buy a second farm island, which I name Attica, buying a grassland coral terrain board for it. I'm one step closer to restoring the city. After helping some Digimon, I was given the task of going to Loop Swamp to investigate some illegal activity. Turns out it was conducted by a Waru Sidramon, whose D-word could destroy server archives. After defeating him and taking the D-word, the researchers of Sunshine City managed to restore access to one of the side areas. This area gives me access to better equipment and items, so I'll be making use of it for my future endeavors. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time, as I see signs of Nightclaw's activities.